confidence builder for the Slovaks. I was talking with Slava Fetisov, who is the director of sport in Russia, former great international player and a great NHL All-Star for many years. And he was telling me there's a little extra incentive for this Russian team. A $200,000 bonus per player, Ken, if they capture the gold medal at this tournament.
Wow. Fetisov was the head coach in Salt Lake City 4 years ago.
And Malkin, and took them both into the boards. The Slovaks have been very physical in this game. They've been playing with a lot of passion, and certainly when stars like Ovechkin and Malkin are on the ice, the best way to neutralize them is with body contact. Force them to play with their heads up. And that was a 2-for-1 deal for Marcel Hossa.
Ovechkin and Malkin are rooming together here in Torino. Malkin 19 years of age, Ovechkin is 20. They were drafted back-to-back, numbers 1 and 2 in the 2004 NHL entry draft. Karatanov with the puck for Russia. Wyshynski. Down low for Yashin behind the net. Looks to come out in front. And Budaj knocks it back behind the cage. Played by Wyshynski. Keeps it away from Gaborik.
You see the speed that the Russians have on their forward line.
Marian Hossa for Pavel Demitra. He scores!
Transition game. The Slovaks pick it up a notch. And what a pass this was. The outlet pass all the way from deep in Slovakian territory by Suchi. Eventually it ends up on the stick of Demitra. Marian Hossa with a sweet little feed right here. Flip pass to Demitra, and he goes up top on Ilya Bryzgalov. And the Slovaks take a 1-0 lead in this game. And you talk about confidence boosters. This is a huge confidence boost for Slovakia.
Pavel Demitra of the Los Angeles Kings, 11-year NHL veteran, scores his second career Olympic goal.
And speed. You just have got to love the speed in this game. The puck turns over, and you had better get back in your own zone because your opponent is going on the attack. There is a huge fear factor here every time you handle the puck, because if you bobble it, turn it over, it could cost you.
Peter Bondra with the puck, leaving it for Shatan. Chara pinching in from the point. He's involved in a collision with Wisniewski. Kept alive by Shatan. Bondra! And the save by Bryzgalov. Good work down low by Slovakia. And Frolov finally gets it out, fired back in on goal by Chara. Good start to this game for Slovakia. They're out shooting Russia 5-3, and they lead 1-0.
Moments ago, Vitaly Wisniewski, who is known as a hitter in the NHL, decided he was going to take a run at that man, 6'9" Zdeno Chara. Maybe a bad decision, huh? Because he just bounced off of big Zdeno Chara. Zdeno Chara is not only 6'9", he's a black belt.
Wow. Backhand shot by Datsuk, he scores! Pavel Datsuk ties the game at 1. A delayed penalty was going to be called on Slovakia. Datsuk ties the score.
Boy, he's slick, isn't he? And he's patient. This is what makes Pavel Datsuk such a dangerous player. Great pass from the point to Datsuk. Look at the patience he shows as he picks it up. He knows that Budaj is extended. And when you can open up a goaltender like that, favorite target for smart hockey players is to slide that puck between the pads. Budaj is slow to get across. He can't keep the goal stick on the ice, and Datsuk buries it.
Danny Markov the pass. Datsuk the goal, his second Olympic goal, just 53 seconds after Demitra gave Slovakia the lead.
I just got a hunch, Ken. We haven't seen all the goal scoring yet in this game.
You don't think so?
Oh, these guys are dangerous.
1-1, 10 minutes in.
I'm sorry about goal against us, but it's beautiful hockey. You cannot put any better showcase for the sport we love.
Peter, you do have a few injuries. Some of your Slovakian players were injured that can't play in this. Today is Kenny, let's run to you first, and we'll be back with Peter.
All right, Joe. Alexei Kovalev has given Russia a 2-1 lead.
Well, Kovalev is a guy that does not wait to handle the puck before he releases the shot. And he got all of this one. And the key to this goal is the speed on the attack. Datsuk dishes it off, and Kovalchuk just rips that pass. It was the speed of the pass to Kovalev who finishes. Kovalchuk makes the play, though. I mean, he drills that pass to Alexei Kovalev. See Kovalev point at him and say, that's a great pass, because all in one motion, Budaj has no chance whatsoever.
Third career Olympic goal for Kovalev.
2-1, Alexei Kovalev with the go-ahead goal. A few moments ago, Kovalev spoke with Joe Micheletti.
Russia's up 2-1. Alex, you're the captain of this team. Did you play that period the way you wanted to?
Well, I mean, the guy's still recovering from the trip. Some guys came in late yesterday, so you know, it's definitely going to be tough maybe for another period, and then you know, we just have to push it. Everybody in the same situation. Does that mean that you try and slow down the pace or increase the pace? No, we're just trying to get the control of the game, controlling the puck, feel the puck first, trying to get some good passes and skate around a little bit, so get little details right, and then we'll you know, kind of add you know, step by step add to our game. Thanks for your time. Time these players have when they get the puck, especially you're talking about Ovechkin.
A power play goal for Lubomir Wisnowski. Slovakia ties the game at 2.
Well, that's a huge goal for the Slovaks. And maybe the big key, they win possession of the puck. They win the draw. Dimitra actually lost it, but then it bounces off the skate of Wisniewski, and that is an absolute rocket from Wisniewski. He picks that top corner. Watch him step into this puck. He's moving forward. He's got that forward momentum. It's a perfect shot off the post and in. And what's impressive about this is that this is a rolling puck, which makes it much more difficult to shoot. But Lubomir Wisniewski's shot, well, maybe not. You know, I look at it a second time, and there was clearance between Savatos and the Russian defenseman Markov. That is the second time, by the way, in this game that Andrei Markov has bobbled the puck and allowed a Slovakian forward to get in behind him. So perhaps he is showing the nerves early on in this tournament.
Fourth power play of the game for Slovakia. Dimitra will center Gaborik and Marian Hossa. Yurchina and Wisniewski. Earlier we saw Yurchina and Chara. There's Pavel Bure, the general manager of the Russian Olympic team. Wisniewski scored the last goal on the power play, and now another chance. Puck swatted ahead by Tootin, kept in the zone by Slovakia. Dimitra with the puck. He has 2 points in the game. Wisniewski setting up Yurchina. Malkin got a piece of it. Sent around by Hossa for Dimitra. 2-2 the score. 7 minutes gone by, second period. Dimitra with a drive. It goes wide and comes all the way around and down.
Yeah, Yurchina was sneaking down to the goal crease. That's why he had vacated his spot at the left point and unable to keep that puck in.
Dimitra into the Russia zone, dropping it off for Gaborik. Marian Gaborik of the Minnesota Wild. Marian Hossa. Gaborik. Dimitra setting up in front. Wisniewski for Yurchina. Under a minute to go on the Slovakia power play. Wisniewski has his shot blocked by Malkin. Puck to center.
I'm just so impressed with Evgeny Malkin. I mean, not only is he good offensively, he's a very alert defensive player as well. Did a good job getting into that shooting lane and taking it away from Wisniewski.
Dimitra stepped into Kasparaitis, allowing Zednik to enter the Russia zone, and then the puck cleared all the way down with 25 seconds on the Markov penalty.
See, Budaj had to be very alert there because these boards are active. It hits into that dasher board along the bottom of the boards, and it just springs off of it.
But kept alive by Shatan. In behind the net, Zednik. Hit by Zhukov. Up the boards to Chara. Penalty is over. Markov out of the box. One shot on the power play for Slovakia. Bondra around for Chara. In behind the net, Bondra leaving for Zednik. And his shot is blocked off by Markov. Andrei Markov leading a 3-on-2, but the pass too far. Intended for Karatonov. And the faceoff will come back with 8:53 gone by in the second.
We have no touch icing here in the Olympic tournament, so the defensive team does not have to touch it up when the puck is shot from the opposite side of center and crosses the line. Good look at the veteran. Peter Bondra has twice led the National Hockey League in scoring. He's on the downside, I would say, of his career at age 37. A little bit of the jump has been lost in those legs, but not much. He is still a very gifted scorer. When the Slovaks won that 2002 World Championship, appropriately, it was Peter Bondra that scored the game-winning goal in the championship game.
In the NHL, 492 career goals for Bondra, who was actually born in the Soviet Union in the Ukraine, and he moved to Czechoslovakia at the age of 3. Kovalchuk dropping it off, and that drive deflects wide off the stick of Danny Markov. Chipped ahead by Marcel Hossa. And down into the Russia zone. Two-two the score. Datsuk and Kovalev for Russia. Dimitra and Wisniewski scoring the goals for Slovakia. Yashin hit from behind. Good defensive play by Marcel Hossa.
There has been a little bit of an adjustment here from the Slovaks. I mean, they are no longer forechecking with two guys. And they're making sure they've got some bodies back in the neutral zone, but we got a penalty upcoming. Mazzaros is getting this one.
Spicy premium chicken sandwich, please.
Florida.
For seconds into a Russia power play, Sergei Gonchar gives Russia a 3-2 lead.
You know, I'm not so sure that Gonchar is going to get this goal. Ovechkin goes to the front of the net, and I think he may have got a stick on this shot. Here comes the one-timer from Gonchar. I think it deflects in off Ovechkin, judging by the celebration, and nobody loves to score more than Alexander Ovechkin does. I think he got a little piece of that puck. We've got him isolated. Watch him go to the front of the net. He's going to turn as the shot comes in. I don't know, does he touch it or not? Very difficult to see from that angle. They're going to give it to Ovechkin. His first goal of the tournament. One of the great young players in the National Hockey League.
Gonchar and Teuton will pick up the assist. Gonchar took the shot. 10:03 the time of the power play goal for Alexander. To go now on Slovakia's 5th power play. Bondra looking for Zednik in front. Now Chara. Big drive by Shatan. Rebound, score! Looks like Peter Bondra got a piece of it.
Peter Bondra is going to get this goal, and this is a heavy, heavy shot from the blue line that Brizgalov loses sight of. And that puck hit the Russian goaltender, and he lost it. He didn't know where it was. Bondra doesn't get much of it, but he gets just enough to trickle it over the line before Volchenkov can get to it. He's got a nose for the net. Watch how he stays out of the goal crease. Remember, in this tournament, unlike the NHL, players are not allowed to step in the goal crease. If they do, and it happens from time to time on the power play, the face-off would be brought outside the blue line. Look at the traffic that Brizgalov is dealing with. So he doesn't see that shot, but he feels it hit his body, but he has no idea where it's gone. And Peter Bondra nose for the net, gets rewarded, and the Slovaks come back once more. What a game.
Second career Olympic goal for Peter Bondra. We are tied at 3.
Back to Torino, Joe Micheletti along with Pavel Bure, who's the general manager of the team Russia. Russia and Slovakia all tied at 3 goals apiece after 2 periods. Are you enjoying this as much as we are?
Well, I like the way the Russian guys play. You know, they're playing really hard, and I know they do best what they can, and you can see the way they're skating, the way they're throwing the hits. So I'm enjoying the game.
Now, when you decided to put together this team, what criteria did you use to build it?
Well, it was two things. First of all, obviously, you have to be talented and you have to be in a good shape. And the second is, which is really important, you really want to be on the team, and you want to be proud to be on the Russian team.
Do you think that maybe in some years in the past, some of the players weren't as dedicated and as passionate about playing for Team Russia as they were before?
Well, you know, sometimes it was one way, sometimes it was other way. But I know this Olympic Games, all the guys really want to be on a team.
Of all these players that you have, and you've got a lot of them, anyone stand out in particular that you like to see? You are obviously one of the tremendous goal scorers, but when you see these young kids, who of them reminds them of you?
Well, you know, we got lots of young, talented players like Ovechkin, like Kovalchuk, Datsuk, Malkin. He's only 19, and look, he's performing really well.
This has been a new venture for you. You go from player to being retired, and now you're the general manager. Has this been enjoyable?
Well, I'm really enjoying to work with those guys because, you know, they're such a young, great kids, and I like to work with them.
And from this point forward, what's it going to take for your team to win the gold medal?
Well, obviously we have to, you know, work hard every single game, and it doesn't matter who we play against, because in Olympic Games there's no weak team. Every team is strong, so we have to prepare for each game.
Pavel, it's great to see you. Thanks for your time, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
As we get ready for period number 3 between Russia and Slovakia, it's time for an MSNBC news break.
In the second, 2 by Slovakia. No scoring here in the third as Kovalev knocks down Sturbak. Datsuk, centering pass saved by Budaj on Kovalchuk. Back the other way, Gaborik. Marian Gaborik with a shot, he scores! Gaborik with 3:28 remaining gives Slovakia the lead.
Well, this is one of the things that makes Marian Gaborik such a dangerous player. He can shoot off either foot, and he wrong foots this one. Watch him load up. He's on his left foot. Normally, a player down that wing would be shooting off the right foot, and it confuses Ilya Bryzgalov. He looked like Mark Messier. It was a favorite shot of ex-NHL great Mark Messier. Marian Gaborik beats Bryzgalov with a quick snapshot. He's a great goal scorer, and he just showed you what.
Behind the net from Kasparaitis. Puck cleared ahead by Karatonov for Shushinsky. Dropping it off for Malkin. In front, but Shushinsky could not get the stick down. Kept in the zone by Malkin. Karatonov knocked off the puck, and it's cleared ahead by Svatos for Barteshko with 2.5 to play. Barteshko gets a shot away, and the save by Bryzgalov, with Marcel Hossa looking for the rebound, which never came out.
You know what I like about the Slovaks on the attack? It's the players away from the puck. I mean, this is the goal by Marian Gaborik. One more look at it. Wrong foots it. Snaps it. I think that goes between the arm and the body of Bryzgalov. And usually goaltenders, when the puck goes through you, really feel that it's one that they should have stopped.
Marian Gaborik of the Minnesota Wild with the go-ahead goal. Slovakia now out-shooting Russia, Brian, 35-21. Marcel Hossa strong on the puck.
They don't care if they get another shot, but they would love to play the majority of the next 3 minutes right in this area of the ice, deep in Russian territory.
Good work along the boards by Marcel Hossa. His teammate in New York, Tootin, looked to clear, but it's kept in by Sorovi. Under 2 minutes remaining. Opening game for both Russia and Slovakia. Slovakia with a 4-3 lead. Ovechkin. And that shot knocked down by the catching glove of Budaj.
And he got drilled by Jurtina. Jurtina made him pay a price to get that shot away.
Sertan with a shot. It was blocked and flipped ahead out of the reach of Ovechkin. Wisnowski shoots back in with 90 seconds remaining.
And you see the one-man forecheck here from the Slovaks. They're going to clog up that neutral zone. They are not going to let any Russian forward get behind them.
Big contingents in the stands from both countries cheering on Russia and Slovakia here in Torino. Kovalchuk with 1:10 remaining. Touch to the slot. Kovalchuk again fires, sticked aside by Budaj. Up the boards, Chara. And Kapush clears to center. Shatan with Bondra. Brizgalov with under a minute to play. Slovakia leading on a late goal by Marian Gaborik, 4-3. Datsuk behind the Slovakia goal. Leaving it for Kovalev. 40 seconds remaining. Brizgalov still in the net. Gonchar with the puck. And now back the other way. Comes Gaborik. He scores! With 29 seconds remaining, the second goal for Gaborik. 5-3 Slovakia.
What a shot by Marian Gaborik. And the speed, breakaway speed. And he just rips it up into the top corner. It does not get any prettier than this. Watch the quick snap of the wrist. And he just rips it over the glove hand of Brizgalov. And there's the speed. I mean, he just absolutely blows by Vitaly Vishnevsky and leaves him.
Especially when with all the time change and stuff. But you know, we're glad that we pulled this game, and it was a big game for us.
It was a qualifying round game, and but did this mean more to Slovakia maybe than what some people think?
Well, I mean, it's a big deal, you know, for us and for, I think, for the whole country. You know, it's every 4 years, and we didn't qualify 4 years ago, and especially, you know, to start the tournament with a big win, it's great for us. So you know, it's going to be big. You know, it's five games in 7 days, so it's going to be a hard one.
It seemed like this game at times had great pace, was wide open. At other times it was tight. How did you find the room in the third period to score those 2 goals?
Well, I mean, just, you know, we played much better defense in the third, and just intercept their pass and try to go low blocker. And you know, second goal there, just, you know, try to go high, and he went down. So you know, I'm happy, and you know, it's a great win for us.
This team good enough to win the gold?
Well, we were not thinking about that ahead. You know, we try to go game by game and shift by shift, and that's big for us.
Now, this the way your team played tonight, a lot of guys in the tournament say they're a little bit tired because of the travel. How do you feel?
Well, I feel tired after a game, so just got to regroup and you know, but you know, we won the game, and feels good.
Thanks for the time. Good luck the rest of the way. Marian Gaborik with 2 third period goals leads Slovakia to the win over Russia.